Okay, I think I'm live here. I'm not sure whether I am or not. This is really weird, but there we go. I believe I am live, and it's good to be here. Sorry for the confusion there. I normally have like a running trailer. I just turned it on and it didn't come on. So yeah, not quite sure what's happened. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. And it's great to be here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your time today. So today I want to talk to you about basically emailing and email marketing and some of the technology that's around that. Now, you may be relieved or not, I don't know, but I'm not talking about AI, okay? I will talk about that in the future, and I do think it's a fantastic opportunity for many businesses, and we should definitely be using it. I actually, my take on AI, just for what it's worth, is it's like a lot of things in life. You know, it can be used for good or for evil, quite frankly. You know, it's a little bit like the internet. You know, it's used, you know, it's enhanced our lives, it's improved things, you make things better, but also there are people out there, as we know, that have used it for let's say less good reasons, and that for me is what, you know, ultimately AI it will be. But we'll see. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. All we know that the future will change. It's already changing at an incredible rate. You know, it's going to affect lots of businesses, and you know, in the future, you know, it just is going to change things. But anyway, I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about email. Now, again, email, it's a little bit, you know, it can be used for good or for evil, you know, not quite evil, but, you know, it can be an asset, let's say, and it can also be a right pain in the arse, can't it? You know, when we get hundreds of emails coming in and we got to check them and we got to make sure that they're, you know, okay, and so on and so forth. You know, there are many different systems for emailing. Now I'm talking specifically about, like, you know, email marketing. And there are many different systems to use, and, you know, some are good and some are not so good, but, you know, most of them are at least reasonable, I'd say. But there is one that I want to talk to you about today that really stands out, in my opinion, head and shoulders above all the others. And believe me, I have tested and tried almost every email marketing system, I think, on the planet. I'm sure that's not the case, because I'm sure there's, you know, probably thousands of different email marketing systems. But I have certainly tried all the ones that you could probably name. I've used different ones, trying to find what's best. And what I'm going to talk to you about is what I've come up with as being the best. I really do think it is. Before I do that, let me just talk to you about email marketing, because, you know, people say, well, people don't open emails. God, that, quite frankly, it's bullshit. It really is. People do open emails. You know, people do open email marketing. I think it's like most marketing. You know, most marketing doesn't work. Let's face it, most of the time, marketing doesn't work. All marketing works, let me just counteract that. You know, Facebook advertising works, Google advertising works, you know, networking works, websites, SEO works. It all works. It just doesn't work all the time. Why is that? Generally speaking, because it's done by people without any training, and it's done in a manner that means it's not really done that well or that often. You know, it's people tell me all the time, well, I'm on LinkedIn. And I say, oh, right, fantastic. Do you win much? No, I don't win any business from LinkedIn. Oh, why is that then? What do you do? Well, I don't really do very much. And that would be fairly typical, to be honest. Or, yeah, I've tried Facebook advertising. You know, I spent £10 boosting a post, and it was just a waste of money. So I've not done that again. You know, it's like saying, you know, I've been down the gym, I did 10 curls, but I'm not any fitter, so I'm not going to do that anymore. you know, it's really is probably just a waste of time. So, you know, we've got to commit to it, and it will work for you, but it won't work like, you know, maybe overnight. It takes time to build relationships, and that's what you're doing with email marketing. You're building relationships. You know, you're keeping in touch with your current clients. You're keeping in touch with your prospects. You're even keeping in touch with your people who you're connected to on LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and wherever else, assuming that they are on your email marketing system. So, you know, this opportunity that I'm giving you today, or talking to you about today, I think is well worth, you know, you spending another 10 minutes, 15 minutes with me, having a look at and seeing if it's right for you. So let's go ahead and take a look then, shall we? Let me just bear with me while I share my screen, and hopefully you'll be able to see my screen. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen now. I'm hoping you can. If you can't, then you won't be able to see what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure you can. So, right, let me show you. So firstly, this system that I'm showing you is called Keep. It used to be called Infusionsoft. It was called Infusionsoft. I don't know whether they changed it because it had a name that a lot of people called it. They called it Confusionsoft, not because necessarily it was confusing, but it was, and to some level is, complex. You know, it's very, very clever. When things tend to be clever, they tend to be more complex than just a simple way of sending out emails. Now, what I want to do is, because it's quite complex, there's no way today I can show you everything. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give you an overview and show you some of the ways that I use it and why I think it might be useful for you. So you can see here, I'm on the home page. It provides me with a load of stuff, things like sales and things like quotes and stuff like that, and invoices. We actually don't use that part of it. We do all that separate there. But you can see things like this, you know, new leads that we've got in, you know, and things like that are great. I use it for task management here, so you can see this is everything that I need to do. All my tasks are in here. There you go. So you can see that, some of which are out of date, but, you know, I'm working on them. I'm trying to get through, and you can see, you know, my tasks from yesterday that I've got to do. You can go to My Day, which is an interesting thing, which shows you not only your tasks, but also your meetings and things like that that you've got during the day. So they're the what I'd call the CRM things. Let me now just go into contacts, because in here you've got a list of all your contacts. These are all the people who are connected to me. Now, the great thing about this is that you're able to divide these up. So I divide them up using tags. So I can go in here and type in clients. Oh, I can't spell clients. Actually, give it me. There we go. Clients. Client. There we go. I got there eventually. So current clients there, for example, I can click that, and I can go to former clients, I can go to ongoing clients, and so I can go and see a list of people here, and I can see all my clients. If I just come back over here and just go back into people and just select anybody. This is probably the first thing that I use when I'm trying to send somebody an email. And now I'm not talking here about email marketing. I'm talking about sending a one-off email here. So this is how I would do it. How most people do it: they go to Outlook and then they do loads of typing, and they type some more and type some more. And often those messages are the same messages again and again. So I might say to Ian, "It was great to meet you today, Ian. Thanks for attending our meeting. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's meet again next, in a couple of weeks. Here's a link to my diary," and so on and so forth. So I have to write all that out. Whereas through Keep, all I have to do is, if I want to send in that sort of message, is I go into email, I go into template, I find a message for him, which could be just looking for a meeting request. Okay, and I press that. I've got a link automatically to my diary. I've got a link to my website for him to find out more. I turn my signature on because I want him to access that, and I press send. So within 3 buttons, I've sent him a message. And you can see here, if I go in and show you a little bit closer, I've got my first LinkedIn message. That's a message I send to new people on LinkedIn. If I don't want to send them that one, I can send them the follow-up message. Or if for example, if I've perhaps lost touch with someone, the situation where you've I don't know, perhaps had a meeting and then you've phoned them and they've not got back to you, and they've emailed them and they've not got back to you. Well, you can send them that. And I've said, but I won't read it, but you get the idea behind that, I'm sure. So again, it's really simple, really quick, and will save you a fortune in time. Now, the other thing it does for you, which is really useful, let me just find somebody. Let's just click on James here, see what we've done with James. Just waiting for this to buffer, just bear with me, please. That's not a very good one. Let me just go and find somebody. So I'm going to pick on Anthony here. And you can see here, Anthony has had a load of emails. See that there? 24 emails. So if I click that, it shows you all Anthony's emails. So I can see he opened. I sent him that email, and he opened it on Friday, the 28th of April at 10:03 a.m. So I can see that email. I know he's received it. I know he's opened it. So I can very easily then pick the phone up. Oh, hi, Anthony, Steve. I sent you an email yesterday. I know you had a look at it at 11:25 yesterday. What did you think? So can you see the value in that? The fact that we know what's happening to our emails. We know whether they're being opened. We know whether they're being used. It's really, really valuable. So thought that might be of value to you. Now, other things it does, let me just go down to marketing, if I may, and forms. What Keep does is it allows me to add forms to my website. So what this is about growing my contacts. So I can add a form to give people a free report, a form on my website to sign up to my Results Mastery news, a form for another report, to sign up for Thursday's training, for webinars, and for my main contact report on my website. So I've got a variety of different forms here for people to access, for me to grow my database. Now, the next thing here is this. This is very cool. landing pages. Just look at this. People say, oh, well, I'm not sure how to create a landing page. Well, in Keep, it sort of does it for you. You go in here and you just select based on your website. You look at your website and go, do you know what? Let's just have a look at that. Do I want a website that looks like this? Now, you can see that there. Now, obviously with this, you know, you may or may not be in the medical industry, but you don't have to be. Once I go click to use it, I can just remove this gentleman, add a picture of me or somebody else or something else. I can change the words. I can change the color of things. I can, you know, add different things under here and so on. But what I've got here is a very simple, very easy to use landing page. And again, this is a perfect vehicle to either get people signed up perhaps to an event like this or a webinar, or to get people to opt into your email system, or to promote a particular service. You know, if you want to promote a service, this person's promoting, I don't know, Smile Every Day, advantages of laser dentistry, you know, and, you know, there's a button there for them to get in touch with the dentist in order to book an appointment, you know, and that's basically a really good example of how that works. Now you may go, well, that's not really for me, but you know, let's have a look at another example. Which way are we going? Let's have a look at this one. Select. Let's do a preview of this. So again, we've got a different one. This is for a yoga instructor. Quite a nice, you know, nice pictures here. If you're a yoga instructor, you can either leave these pictures or add pictures of you. You know, book now and get 25% off. You know, this stuff's really, really powerful for marketing your business. So I'll come out of there and then go into this here. Let me just show you this next one. So we've got email broadcasts here. So again, really, really powerful. I can go in here. I can select email. I can go and create some content. Obviously, I've filled the details in, add a subject line, add an audience. I can schedule it in advance and I can create copy. So I can go in here into my templates and select the one that I want. So I tend to use this one. So it's like just an empty template here, and I just you know, write something in here, and off it goes. Or I might use my video template, which is again, you can see there. Watch the video now. You can do that, or indeed my newsletter one. So if I just show you that very briefly, so you can see how that's, you know, that's different. That's a lot more like a newsletter. So you've got various templates, but again, you've got loads that Keep give you. So you can go and have a look at some of these. Again, when they buffer, tend to be a little bit slow when you're doing a LinkedIn live, but you get the idea. There's literally loads, hundreds of videos, sorry, not videos, hundreds of email templates that you can select, that you can go and have a look at and find one. I think find one that's in keeping with your website. That for me will be really, really important. Now, here's where the icing on the cake comes in. And that is through this section here called automation. Okay, so what we've got here is two types of automation: easy automation and advanced automation. What you're looking at right now is the easy automation. So we can go in here and we can have a look at an automated email, and we can see this one is awareness questionnaire sent on booking. So this is a questionnaire that when somebody books an appointment, it sends it out immediately, sends a questionnaire asking them questions about their business. Really simple. Okay, so this happens automatically. So when you go to my website and you sign up saying that you'd like to meet up with Steve, you get automatically added to this, and then immediately sent an email with a questionnaire on, and it just asks you just a few questions about your business, obvious things like what's your website, what do you do, and stuff like that, so that when I meet with you, I've got an overview of you and your business. I'm not like thinking, I wonder what this person does. I'm prepared. I'm able to prepare. I'm able to go and have a look at your website and so on and so forth. Now, the advanced one, let me just show you this. So you go into advanced mode, and I'm going to show you this because this is probably the biggest one, probably the most complex as well, but you get the idea of how powerful this is. So if I go into there and click that, and then go into view the report, and then go into edit, all right, what you can see here, and again, this is a little bit complex, but it's not that difficult, is you've got month 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth, okay, right through to 12. So what we've got is a long-term nurture system or sequence. If I just show you month 1 by way of a demo, so we go into month 1 like this, and you can see in month 1, as soon as somebody's added into this, they wait 1 day, and they get this email. Now, this email has got a video on it promoting me and talking about a time when I was on TV. It shows that video. So the purpose of that is to build credibility for me, okay? And to give them some good, good ideas and so on and so forth. It then waits 6 days and sends them an invitation to connect on LinkedIn. It then sends them it makes them wait another week, and then it says it sends them this email, then another 6 days, and it sends that. Now, once this sequence has finished, i.e. month 1, they automatically get flipped over to month 2, unless they've already booked an appointment, because each of those emails are asking them whether they'd like to meet. So if they'd like to meet, that's the end of it. They don't get the next one. But if they want to meet, it will just carry on and carry on and carry on. And you can see I've actually got live up to month 4. I need to work on month 5 to get that live so that people can access that. So that's it really. That's really, I suppose, all I want to show you for today. Let me just go in and stop sharing a second. Just bear with me and come back to you here. That's it. Okay, so hopefully you can all see me now. Yeah, so that's Keep. That's Infusionsoft. If you want to know more, get in touch with me. I'm actually a certified partner with Infusionsoft, or with Keep. I'm old school. I call it Infusionsoft because I've used it for like 6-7 years. I went away, I tried something else, but I found myself coming back to it because it was simply the better one for me to use. So if you would like to know more, get in touch, or just go straight to Keep, KEAP.com. But as I say, I'm very happy to have a conversation with you, book a meeting, and we can talk from there. So that's it for today. Thank you ever so much. Sorry about the thing at the beginning. Don't quite know what happened, but hopefully it didn't spoil your enjoyment of my live stream. Thanks very much for listening.